In the legendary land of Havskog, nestled between two lumpy mountains and one very confused glacier, lived a group of the messiest Vikings you've ever seen. They were loud. They were hairy. And oh boy, were they messy. At the center of it all was Knut, a once clumsy Viking kid who had become a bit of a local hero since he had flipped freaky-eyed Frida off a log and into a river during Einar's challenge. But just because you're brave doesn't mean you're tidy. Knut's helmet had a sandwich inside. He used his socks as soup strainers. And don't even ask what was growing in the laundry pile. Ugh. It may have developed its own language. The rest of the village wasn't doing much better. Volnar the Toeless was storing old cheese in his boots, for emergencies. Bjorn the Bored hadn't cleaned under his bed since the great moose stampede of last year. And Frida had a sword rack made entirely out of dirty spoons. Ugh, really dirty. The houses were cluttered. The walkways were muddy. And the village bath? Let's just say the soap had given up and left. Everyone said, "Oh, it's not that bad." They were wrong, because the mess had started attracting something. Something dark and dangerous. The first one came quietly. A strange smell near the bakery. Tiny, muddy footprints in the stew. Goat hair braided into people's beards without their permission. It was a small, wart-covered creature with glowing eyes and a grin like sour milk. Then there was 2, then 5, then a full dozen. They were called the Grime Goblins. Tiny troublemakers from the deepest, dustiest caves of Norse legend. They loved mess. They feasted on filth. And they thrived on laziness. One tied their beards together during nap time. Another replaced Eric's prized toenail collection with, whatever those are. And one even filled Frida's battle boots with rotten goat meal. The goblins were sneaky at first, but the mess made them stronger, bolder, and messier. Soon, they were building a roller coaster made of bones through the village square. They're kind of fun, someone said. But then the cheese exploded. Boom! That's when Gumhild the Gentle stepped in. She burst into Knut's hut, dodging falling socks and nearly slipping on a jellyfish sandwich. "Knut," she said, "this isn't just messy. This is dangerous, and worse, it's lazy." I know, Knut muttered. "I've just been distracted." "It's time to set your house in order," she said. "Not just your room, your life, your choices, your heart." She handed him a mop. At first, he was not sure what to do with it. It took him 6 days to figure it out. On the 6th day, a Grime Goblin saw the mop and tried to take it from him. They hate mops almost as much as they hate smelly soap bubbles. They had a fierce battle. Knut did something no one expected. He figured out the mop. He cleaned. Whoa. He started on one small corner of his room. He stacked his shields, swept out the goat droppings, even lit a candle. And that's when it happened. One of the Grime Goblins peeked in, sniffed the air, and screamed, Too fresh! Before vanishing into a puff of soap bubbles and pure panic. The next morning, Knut did more than just clean. He got organized. He folded his tunics by color and sleeve length. He aired out his socks and labeled them left and definitely not left. He made a to-do list, a chore chart, and even set personal goals. And every time he checked something off, poof, another Grime Goblin vanished. Frida noticed. So did Tolnar and Bjorn. The villagers started pitching in. They mopped, swept, and organized their beard grease collections. They sang songs. They told stories. They even read scripture scrolls instead of arguing over who left the goat slobber in the butter. Soon, Havskog was still a little weird, but it was brighter, lighter, and cleaner. The villagers kicked out the Grime Goblins and got their town back in order. Knut even made a village chore chart with glitter stickers, or Viking cool ones, of course. But more than just cleaning their homes, they learned something deeper. It was about getting things in order, making a plan and sticking to their routines, taking small, simple steps every day to create something strong and steady. In D&C 93, the Lord reminds parents like Sydney and Newell that their most important work wasn't out there, it was right at home. And the same is true for us. Yes, being clean is good, and the Lord wants us to be clean, but He also wants us to set our lives in order. Not just our rooms and sock drawers, but our hearts, our homes, and our habits. So how? By doing small, consistent things, saying prayers, helping with the dishes, reading scriptures together, choosing kindness, and listening to the Spirit. So, make a plan, stick to it, keep going, because that's how we build a house of the Lord, starting with our own. But beware of the Grime Goblins, because somewhere out there, they're waiting, sniffing around, looking for the next jellyfish sandwich. And now a commandment I give unto you. If you will be delivered, you shall set in order your own house, for there are many things that are not right in your house. D&C 93:43. Our brand new Thumby History episode, Joan of Arc, is here. Only on thumbfollowme.com for Thumby Club members. Don't miss it. Thank you so much for your support, and check out some of these rad images and artwork from your fellow Thumbies. If you want to share some of your artwork, send an email to story@storyboxstudios.com, and you'll have a chance to be seen in a Thumb Follow Me episode. Thanks for watching Thumb Follow Me!